Yes, yes, you are.
Our iRating's got to be pretty close now.
Mine's 10:33 after that last race. But Udi's the one in position to gain a bunch of iRating this time.
As long as he doesn't crash out and then rage quit.
Shut up. You're gonna quit if you keep talking like that.
The stream should be back up, Kilo.
Cool. 80, what's it like to drive video around town?
I can't hear you.
I was just wondering what it's like to drive with you around town.
Where would you like to go, sir?
As long as I don't pull out in front of you, it's cool. Huh?
All right, good luck qualifying, gentlemen.
I don't know if I should.
What are you saying, Master? YouTube one's up.
Yes, YouTube 1 should be up.
Roger.
And let me know if the stream starts messing up too, because I want to check the run statistics while it's going.
Right. Started out just fine.
It could be that I'm like overtaxing the CPU or something.
Roger.
Okay, here comes your first timed lap.
Some bad laps.
One more lap.
I messed my second lap all up.
Me too.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
My second lap was messed up, but it was still fairly good.
Well, I just went off track.
Put you back on the inside.
Wow, 3,000ths apart. That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's quite up to Twitch. This is 14.4, you know, on my shitty connection. And I think it's a few frames off, too.
It's like you're the last guy in America that still got dial-up.
Let me refresh it and watch it and see what's going on with it.
It's probably just my remoteness of my system. And my monitor's way over what my system can handle. I got it bumped up to full screen too.
Oops, almost forgot switching gas back to race gas.
Oh no, it's a little bit slower than the Switch, you know, like choppy frame rate. But the fact that you can save them is really cool. It's a little bit slower.
Oh man, I'm gonna rebroadcast some of that. But yeah, you can't set the frames per second, so I wonder if it's dropping it down to by 24, even though I'm broadcasting at 30. I don't know. I mean, it looks smooth to me, but I can't watch it while I'm racing, so.
Roger. No, I think it's the delay and stuff. But the fact that you could save it is like worth every little difference that I mentioned.
You're supposed to be able to output your Twitch straight to your YouTube, but you click the button and it just sits there and spins and spins and spins, doesn't do anything. So it's like Twitch doesn't want to actually give anything to YouTube. The only other option would be for me to run it Twitch while still saving it locally and then re-upload it, the local version.
Yeah, like I said, the differences are pretty small.
Sometimes that's the difference between doing it right and doing it wrong.
Alright, Master, since you're going to be on the outside, if we get a decent start and nobody's bombing by us, even though I'll be on the inside, I'm going to, if I'm with you, I'm going to let you go ahead of me. And then we can just get in line and hopefully pull away a ways, and then we can race.
Those are the famous last words.
Yeah, so I mean, who knows what's going to happen. But if we are side by side, just know I'm going to let you go on the first lap.
Roger. I'm more worried about cars bunching up and me not being able to brake. That's what took me out last time. Oh man, that number one dude is the same guy from one of my earlier races.
Oh, is it?
He's pretty fast. Which I guess is obvious since he's like almost half a second faster than us. No, a little bit more than half a second.
Don't put it in gear.
Oh, goddamn, you're way up here.
All right, good luck, guys.
You too, Dracer. Wow.
Oh, what about me, man? You ain't got no love for me?
You gotta battle your way.
I'm in ninth. My number's 14, so that makes me feel a little good.
I'm gonna lose IR again. I have a feeling. "30 seconds. And of course now I gotta piss. Clinch.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hold it.
Good luck, guys.
Thanks. Good luck.
Where? I don't see the 30.
Someone's blinking up front there.
It's going.
Green, green, green.
Oh, you got the jump on me, Dracer.
Copy.
Car right.
Watch out, watch out.
Clear on the right. Car right. Clear.
Daggone it.
Car right. Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear on the right. Car right. Clear.
It's a whole different thing in traffic.
Left side. Stay on the right. You're on the right. 3 wide. Car on your left. 2 wide. Stay on the right. Clear.
Wow, I just about pulled my whole fucking table over. And I had a contact. 2 contacts.
I'm not sure how I made it through there. There was 2 guys fighting and one of them just disappeared. These 2 guys between us are going to fight you, Dracer. I don't think they're going to be clean about it, so we got to let them by.
Freaking dive bombing into turn, idiots.
Car right. Clear.
Well, he's gone, but the one that dive bombed you is still behind you. I guess they locked each other up.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, that was a little too close.
He's gonna dive by me again.
When you come out of the pits, mate, watch it, dude. He just cut straight out to the middle of the track.
You're in 4th position. Right side. Clear. Right side. Still there. Clear on the right.
Here we go.
Did you mess up that corner or something?
Yeah.
You're now in third. Go left.
I pull away from him a little bit.
Car right. Still there. Clear.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to do that.
I didn't know you were gonna do that.
Right side.
My car tires
Oh, I pulled
messed
back
up.
up when I saw you coming.
Good luck. Hope I didn't bust your back tire.
You can come into that turn that shallow and angle that fast and make it?
Yeah.
Holy crap. I'm
That's-
really doing something wrong there then.
That's why that dude bombed you earlier, I believe. I'm gonna get a 15-second penalty, I think, entering the pits illegally. Oh man, how do you... Oh, you use fast repair. There we go. How do you... Will they not give me my fast repair? I don't understand this.
Did you hit the clear button?
I did. Well, I mean, I put it back on, but now... I don't know. I'm out. I don't understand this. This doesn't make any sense.
I'm really sorry, man.
No, it's okay. Don't really matter. I just don't understand why it's not giving me my pit option. Like, I'm parked at the pit, they're telling me to brake. I brake, nothing. Fix my car.
Well, 106.4, that's my fastest lap ever. It's getting up there with you guys, isn't it?
Yep, 106.4 is good. It's giving me a
You might piss it off, mate.
2-minute tow for being towed 20 feet back to the stall. This is...
You're a lap car and you're bloody racing to you bloody idiot. sucked in. Karma bit you in the ass.
I guess we'll watch Dracer's race.
Right here.
Damn, that was my first off track.
Well, you should get quite a bit of points from me, Udi.
Yeah, but I feel bad. I just want us to pull away from them.
Go, go.
No, I knew you were slow in that corner, and I didn't back off when I should have backed off. But the last time you went through that corner, you were fast, so I just figured you'd be fast again. I'm wondering if it's worth coming back out. There's nobody on my lap. Udi's getting lapped there.
Oh, is that you?
Tracer.
Wow, how I didn't hit anybody there, I don't know. Hey, Master, can you look at my car and see what damage I got?
Front left wing just a little bit, but like really minor.
That's enough. And I had those two collisions on the first lap that just messed my car up.
Why do people just park on the track like that?
I don't know. That's nuts.
But turn 2 is the worst one for me.
Thanks, Sean, for giving me room.
Yeah, right.
This guy behind him seems like a contender.
God, I got 11 incident points.
I think he's gonna try to dive by me next turn, Dracer. He's got you.
I want him to go. I backed off.
Okay, don't back off too much. The other guy's still behind you.
Copy.
It's powerful.
No, I didn't want to pass him.
Did it.
He seems like he can drive safe, so I wouldn't worry about it. Okay.
How could he be that much quicker?
Tracer let off again. Now that guy behind you is going to come up on you.
I know, it pisses me off. I should have just gone for it.
You got to race for number 1, Tracer. You're first or you're last.
Shake and bake.
I held that in as long as I could.
Got lap traffic coming up.
God, barely halfway.
Those marks on the track there from when I died.
How many laps to go?
4.
AFK.
Stupid spotter gave me a heads up when there's no one anywhere near me. Ran me off the track.
Thank you.
You've got 2 laps to go.
God, I want to lose so much safety rating on this race.
White flag, 1 more lap to go.
Dang, Seven, I couldn't get it done. You're too fast.
Yeah, I couldn't catch you either.
That's a good number 2 finish.
Yeah, you were at first, or for a while there.
Yeah, I cooked my pie.
Yeah. I was getting tired. I missed my marks on several
Got held
turns
up
there.
by a few lap
One
cars
of the
as
last
well.
laps was my quickest.
Yeah, you got caught up behind
No.
a couple there, didn't you?
On the 9th lap, I ran a 105.4.
Good job, Stephen.
Oh, I
Congratulations.
had quite a few 105s.
Good
I'm
job, bro.
surprised. Man, I'm really sorry, Master. I had no idea. I mean, I'd have let you go if I'd known you were coming. Just all of a sudden, I saw you and I swerved back to the right. And I guess you
No, it was my fault.
Yeah, I was
saw
catching you, but I just couldn't make
I'm
it fast.
faster in that corner, but then I'm slow coming out of that corner. Like normally, you're slow in, fast out. I'm fast in, slow out.
And
So
I sure didn't want
I
to
tried
wreck
braking
the boat.
down to not touch you, and I locked it up and turned the car, and then
No, that was, I
kicked the
stuck
tire.
behind the back marker there, and I didn't really want to push it, to be honest. Not
I'm stupid. I'm joining the
Get back
IndyCar
into the
race.
paper.
Although, wait, there's nobody in here, so never mind.
Yeah,
Good race,
stupid.
buddy.
You got 9th.
There's the flag, it's over.
Well, good one.
I started
Back
ninth,
to
I
pit,
finished
we're
ninth.
going.
Yeah,
I
but
was
you were
in
the number
8th.
14 car.
Yeah, and the number.
No, I went down in both iRating and iRacing. In safety.
And then what happened, Master? You couldn't get your repair thing to work?
Yeah, I cleared it. I turned it back on. I stopped at my pit stall, and it was giving me the repairs, but not the instant repairs. And so I left. I moved forward, put it in reverse, and stopped back at my stall. And I guess once you enter the pit, you got to leave the pit and come back in. So then I drove out of the pit. I towed the car back 10 feet, and it was going to take 2 minutes. And it's a 1 minute lap, so it's bullshit. So I was out.
Oh, I got you.
If I would have just kept it left further instead of locking the tires up, it would have been okay.
So what is this Netterton?
Technically, it's a MotoGP track. It's
You have it?
tight. No, it's the brand new track. It's very tight, narrow, and flat. And it's got several layouts. It's got like 5, 6 layouts. It's supposedly pretty popular and pretty fun. But it came out literally like 2 weeks ago when the new release came out, so...
That's where Spec Ford Racers at this week.
I need to work on hitting that drive line properly through there instead of throwing the car through it. And Dracer needs to work on being a little bit quicker.
Oh man, the Solstice is at Watkins Glen Boot.
Because I think the only part of the track where they're coming up and catching you is through that turn, that left turn right there.
Yeah, I backed it up to watch it. Of course, if you hadn't blown your start, you'd have been ahead of me where you belonged.
No, because I think you're faster than me through all of the track except that one turn. So, even if I would have got by you there, you'd have gotten back in front of me anyways.
Yeah, but see, my plan was, once we got in the open, since you were higher rated than me, so you need to finish ahead, I was going to let you get in front so we'd finish 2-3 and we'd both gain. That was my brilliant plan that didn't work.
Man, that was not much contact.
It really wasn't. That's the bad thing about these cars in iRacing.
Oh, I had hit 2 guys in the first or second lap, and it ruined the rest of the race for me.
Roger.
And oddly enough, it didn't affect Dracer's car at all, but it completely skewed my tire.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a good view that time.
Oh, I didn't even know we hit. I didn't get any notification on my end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some net going on.
Another one, fellas?
Not me. I'm going to bed. At least not tonight.
I'll do another one. I don't got anything.
I just got to where we dodged those 2 guys that way overdrove the first turn, and the one spun out.
That was awesome, Dracer. You couldn't have planned it any better.
Yeah.
He got his right, left, right front tire. Or suspension.
It's a hatchet job.
That's what it was. Because I know Master doesn't realize I slow earlier into the turn than him, so I was able to pull that trick on him.
What I do is I go wide to the right, kind of like where you were, but then right before those brake marks, I cut in towards that left bumper, and I brake in a straight line. So by the time you get to those bumpers, you know, we're going the same speed, but I carry faster through the front of that because I'm braking in a straight line instead of braking and then coasting.
Right, but then I'm able to get back on the gas sooner.
Oh, that's just because I can't time it. If I can hit that right, it's a lot faster than everybody that's driving that corner properly. But
What corner are you talking
seems
about?
dangerous. That off the back straight, that left turn onto the S, onto the front straight, that beginning part where you can get to the right of the track and then you have to slow down and you go down to second and then you kick it to the right and then gas out onto the front straight. The very beginning part of that left, instead of braking straight and then turning in and coasting, I turn in and then brake and then gas out.
That's a tough turn. It's tough to see when to turn because you got the other track layout coming in right at that same spot. Confuses me.
The only problem with my method is it unseats the car pretty badly, so you don't necessarily have the best grip which is why Dracer's way is technically faster. But it works great for jumping in front of people as long as they know you're about to dive bomb them.
I'm in the practice.
I just realized I feel extra bad. That means that's 2 Skippy races at Silverstone that I've wrecked you.
How did you wreck me the last one?
Oh, that's right. I didn't wreck you, but I pinched you off on the start. And then you got involved in somebody else's wreck, I think. Yeah, that other guy nailed.
Oh, on the international circuit last time it came around.
To me, it's turn 2, that hard right-hander that gets me.
That one's really easy. You're like, line up the 2 apexes for the turn, the left one and then the right one. Brake all the way down to second, and once you're in second, turn it over to the right and you're good to go. But make sure you turn a little bit while you're still braking, that way the back end kicks out.
Okay, here's where the plan started to look good. We both are past that guy now, so we're second and third. We could buy another guy spun. Oh, wow, yeah, you run it way, way deeper.
That's what she said.
Haha. Yeah, if you hadn't locked the brakes, you'd have been alright because it would have turned. You locked the brakes so when it pushed.
Right, and if you wouldn't have slowed down and pulled to the right, I'd have been okay too.
Well, if I hadn't have pulled to the right, we would have hit sooner.
No, I think you would have been ahead of me. Because I only hit you in the very, very back, locking the brakes up. So if you'd have drove that corner at speed instead of trying to give way to me, I think it'd have been okay. Either way, I was probably going to crash out.
Oh yeah, so I'm doing a frame reference. You start it in, and then you start to slide, spin out a little bit. And that's about when I see you, because my tires are turning back to the right. If you hadn't locked them up, you'd have made it.
Yeah, it occurred to me right as I was coming in there. It's like, he's going to shut this down. I'm going to rear end him and kill us both. So I figured I'd lock it up. You'd get by, the guy behind me would get by, and then I could come back on.
Yeah, but just always remember, if you lock the front tires, you lose steering, so.
I shouldn't have drove it in that fast, not behind you. I mean, I wasn't trying for placement, it just, we came up on that corner and then I threw my line like I normally throw it, and then it occurred to me, oh yeah, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, that's so weird. Your right front is in front of my left rear. My left rear drives through your right front, and I didn't even get an incident or a notice or a 0x or anything.
Probably because I locked it up, the game knew that I was the one that's about to cause a wreck. I'm glad that it errors on the side of caution like that.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh well. Sorry, bud.
I'm sorry too. I need to not do that. I mean, it wouldn't have killed me at all to give you a little bit more room.
Yeah, I just wanted us, both of us, to run away from the guy behind us, and then we'd have been in good shape. I don't know if drafting we could have got that lead guy or not. I mean, I got him.
I don't think so. That lead dude was pretty stout.
Yeah.
I think he literally slowed down so he could race next to you, and then when he figured out that you weren't going to race next to him, he just sped off.
Oh, Roger.
a lot of these guys, they're not really in it for the points anymore. They're just kind of wanting to have some skippy fun. I guess you couldn't hear him on chat, but he kept asking why you slowed down and let him by.
Oh, no, I don't have that turned on. Kilo, you're missing all the fun. You could be in here with us.
I know, but yeah, I've made a couple realizations. I mean, it makes my blood boil watching you guys. But fuck, you're way the fuck into it. I don't know if I'll ever be on your level, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, we've come a long way, and you just weren't with it enough, because I've just finally got to where the Skippy, I can throw it around some now. Most of the time I can save it if I step over the edge. When I first started driving it, I couldn't do that. It's a combination of getting to where you know what the force feedback's doing and what the tire squeal sounds like, and you just, instead of thinking about it, you just start react, you know, you automatically do what you need to do.
Master's saving up for a new wheel. You know what that means?
Oh, I'd like to have triple monitors and...
I know.
Well, Master needs a new wheel. He's running a wheel that's like 110 years old. He needs at least...
yeah, but he fucking kicked ass with the game controller.
I know. That's if he gets...
It's like giving Superman anti-kryptonite or something.
He needs to at least get a wheel at the level like Udi and I've got. Somebody on the forums got he claims it's a brand new, never opened G27. He's asking 200, which is too much, but if you can get him down to 150 or so.
That's the one that me and Udi have, right?
Y'all got the G29. The G27's a model before it, but the G27s all came with a shifter, where y'all's it was optional.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I got. I got the one the Udi has.
Yeah, you've got the G29 or the G920. It's the same thing, basically.
I'm saving up for, like, the steering wheel's okay, but these pedals are horrible. They're 8-bit, they're mushy, and I mean, I think they've got like spiking pots and stuff.
I wish I would have went for the Thrustmaster shit, I swear. I'm just so impressed with my new joystick and shit.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some of those Fanatec club wheels or whatever.
Oh my god, that's big money.
Not just the pedals. Like the wheel is $800 by itself, but the pedals are only like $250 or something. Which is still a lot for just pedals, but you can't get good just pedals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Most of the stuff on the forums when people ask, they all say that's the biggest gain most of them get is with the better brake pedal.
Yeah, and like it's a pressure sensitive pedal, and it's got hole sensors for the gas and the clutch. So I think that would be the biggest gain for me, is to just go with the good pedal system.
Pedals.
I quit out of there, Master.
What? You got 5 minutes.
Yeah,
you gotta get good.
It's been a long day. My motor skills are gone. I would, however, play some King of the Hill or Armor Wasteland.
So then I need to decide if I want to race this race alone or quit out.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, on the brakes, I keep thinking about different brakes too, or getting one of the kits to modify these to have the load cell or the pressure sensitive, because, I mean, that makes sense. That's more what you're used to driving with in real life. And I'd like to have an AccuForce 2 wheel, but I don't see that happening. I really need the triples. That's what I need so I can see, or at least one bigger monitor or something.
Yeah, or, I mean, for the price of triples, you could just get the Oculus Rift or something.
You know, I'm very hot-natured, and I just can't see wearing that thing on my head.
It would just be in front of your eyes, and it's got little fans in it.
I have a 32-inch 14.4 monitor, and it's
You know what? I'm gonna get the track IR
awesome.
right now.
A 32-inch monitor in 14.4 Dracer. It's sweet. And I have a 27 or 28 on the side, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that would help so I could open his field of view out some.
Oh, hell yeah, it helps.
But yeah,
It's awesome.
Master, you're probably, because on my brakes, Master, even though mine are a little better than yours, when I got a step of improvement was when I pulled them apart that weekend and piled the stuff in there, stiffen it up on one of those videos you showed me.
Right, because your muscle memory can do the pressure, but it can't do distance. You know what I mean?
Right. So, I mean, that was the first time I had a noticeable improvement was when I did that. I mean, once I got used to it, I definitely felt better. Now, I can still overbrake, but at least now I feel when I hit that spot, and then I can tune that brake setting in iRacing.
Well, the good thing about those Fanatec ones is it's actually got a vibrating motor in the gas pedal and in the brake pedal, so you can feel when the pedals lock up or when your tires are starting to slip.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I saw that.
I
Serious?
think that would be pretty cool.
Plus, they're more adjustable.
Yeah,
the way I read it, you can adjust them. If you do want some travel, you can put some travel in the brake or take the travel all the way out. They look like there's quite a few adjustments for those, too.
Yep.
Holy, man, I killed Master. Minus 108.
I'm at 1,000 then, aren't they?
10, 15.
I'm gonna quit out of here then, real quick.
I'm getting too high now. Now I gotta bust my iRating back down. I'll have to go run some GT3 races. That'll fix it.
Well, I'm hooking up my track IR right now to see how this does.
Ideally, we need to get to 2,000 because 2,000 is where it forces you into the higher split.
Oh, I didn't know that. Have you ever tried a GT3 race, Master?
I don't have any of the cars or anything, but I've played it in other games.
Oh, I was saying here.
Which GT3
like,
car do you have?
The Ford, the older Ford GT3, and what's the other one? Oh, the BMW. But I've never raced the BMW. I raced the Ford. But those, it's like the Skippies on steroids, and everything happens way faster. But the drivers, some of them are just as crazy. At least because I was in the lower splits, I guess.
The GT3, it doesn't do splits. Yeah, unless you fill up the whole grid, which is like 63 cars depending on the track.
No, it's 20, 28, either 28 or 32. They still split.
Okay, well they were saying online that they don't split them until it maxes out the pit stalls.
No, I never saw anywhere near that many.
What is the series?
Track IR.
Now, it may depend on which of those GT series, too. I was running the Blossapane Sprint series, so that may affect how many you see.
Well, we can check, because we can check the GT series or the Sprint.
I was running the Blossapane Sprint, not the Endurance. I don't even know how you're supposed to pronounce that. I had to look it up. It's swatches. Blontspane. I guess
the GT series has run a 29 field size. They must run that just once a day. The Sprint is splitting it. It's 21 and 10. And they really shouldn't split those with that few cars.
Yeah, because it'd be 31. I think it's 28. But anyway, what I was gonna say was I got into it, but it's just like even crazier. At least the splits I were in, and just with cars are way more powerful, so people are spinning out more often just because they get on the gas too hard. And
yeah, I'd rather if they had like the next step down from GT3. I'd be into that.
Yeah, that's the Mustang. That's the only thing. That's why I wish that was
the Mustang is basically would be in the equivalent of like the Mini Cooper, and that's like the very lowest. But there's 2 more GT series between that and the GT3.
But they all have similar power cars. It's like the Proto GT runs the Ford GT, not the GT3, but it's like 20 horsepower difference. I mean, it's some minor difference. That's why I wish they had the Trans Am. That, to me, would be the perfect step in between.
I'd rather almost just buy that Ford.
Weird.
But I don't have hardly any of those tracks that are running. The Mustang 500, that is.
Yeah, I meant to look. Where's that at this week?
Snedderton, I think.
Oh no, Watkins Glen. Yay.
No, it was Watkins Glen last week.
No, it's showing Watkins Glen now. It's the Grand Touring Cup, not the production.
Yeah, it's the boot, but without the bus stop. And I'm using Track IR. This is pretty cool, I think, maybe.
All right, I'm going to cheat. I've got to take the Mustang for 1 lap before I go to bed. Let's see what it's like at Watkins.
Fuck. Oh, sorry. Played a different game.
I was about to say, that's abrupt.
Sounds like Insurgency, huh?